Oh, Jamar Chase with the dive. Because Garrett Wilson's wide open. Garrett Wilson, touchdown Barrett. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here in the What a Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the New England Patriots 10-year rebuilding challenge here on Madden 23. We are entering year number 6, I think, of the year, the rebuilding of the 10-year challenge, and we need to actually win a Super Bowl. It's getting late. It's getting late real early here in New England, so we need to win a Super Bowl, or this is going to be considered a failure. We've got a really good team. There's not really much to talk about. Let's just get into the video. Hope you guys are excited. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and I will catch you guys in it. Let's do it. Here we are. It is 2027. We're going up against the Colts in week 1, but that doesn't matter because we need to take a look at this team. Mainly for me, because I don't remember really what's going on. So we have Dakota Plummer, who's an X-Factor quarterback now. Did I know that? I probably did know that. Freiermuth is an X-Factor. Dickie Guyton is an X-Factor. We knew that. Jameson Williams, Amon-Ra St. Brown. We've got some good receivers. Tyquan Thornton still here. J.K. Dobbins is a 92. I'm hoping that the Plumma man can hold on and be a really good quarterback for us. Our offensive line looks really solid. On the defensive side of things, we got Nick Bosa still. We've got Barmore. We've got Newsome. We've got Pierman. Zach Harrison, superstar development. Kyer Elam is here at corner 2 with Trent McDuffie, Hammond, McCree. We've got, is it Jesse Battle? Jordan Battle. It's Jordan Battle. He's an X-Factor on the safety spot. We've also got Jeremy Chin. Micah Parsons is a beast. Will Anderson is a beast. Nick Bolton is a beast. Carmichael is a beast. And so is Lawrence. Our team is really good. Our team is really, really good. There's not much more to discuss, because we are a playoff team and we are a Super Bowl team, but I'm just going to commit to the playoffs. I don't want to go too crazy because you know how simulation can be in this game. So we are going to simulate to the halfway point. I just want to make sure that I have all the staff points or the staff upgrades that I need. Let me just make sure really quickly. All that's figured out. All that's figured out. All that is bought. All that is bought except for this down here. That's, oh, okay. So everything is bought for who we need to, what we need to do. So that's good. So yeah, all we need to do is basically go to the midway point of the season and hope that we are a good team and hope that we are as dominant on the field as we are on paper, as what we look to be on paper. So I will see you guys at the midseason mark and hopefully with some good news. Okay, so we are here, week 8, and we're 4-2, leading the division, not by much, but we're leading the division. And we've got to do some player negotiations. Brandon Lewis, Richard Guyton needs a contract. Will Anderson needs a contract. Okay, okay. Hello. We've got some money to pass around. Dakota Plummer needs a contract. We certainly need to give him one. Elton Jenkins, not so much. So let's give Dakota, let's give our starting quarterback the contract because he certainly needs one. So let's go player-friendly deal. He's coming back to the team. Now let's get Dickie Guyton a contract. Player-friendly contract. He is coming back. So those are the two guys guaranteed locked up. Now Will Anderson Jr. needs to get a contract. He is not coming back because we don't have the money. So we may need to... He's coming back. I was going to say we may need to trade Elton Jenkins. Now we have no money left. We had to sign those 3 guys. Those were guarantees that we just had to sign. Those 3 guys needed to get locked up. But now... Elton Jenkins, at the end of the season, probably gets traded. Probably gets traded. And we're going to have to think about who we want to get back for him. I haven't even taken a look at some of these draft picks. This is the first time I've seen this. This guy looks to be pretty good. Andrew Trainer has A zone coverage, A man coverage. This dude looks like an absolute stud. Wow. Okay. Colin Stockton, really good left tackle. He looks really good too. I'm intrigued by him. Let's see. What about this Connor Booth guy? 6'5", not great physicals. He doesn't look as good as the other guys do. This tight end Devontae Jett. He's a vertical threat. He's got great to elite speed. Wow, this draft class could be filled with talent. This draft class, at least on the surface, looks like it is filled with a ton of good players. 8 pursuit, 8 power moves. Zach Westbrook looks good. I mean, that corner looks unbelievable. That corner looks absolutely unfreaking believable. Kenan Brooking also looks pretty good. He has a little bit low lead block, but other than that, he looks really solid. Wow, I am intrigued by that corner. I really am. He looks so good. And we need to make sure that we have a top pick. And currently, we have the #1 overall pick in the mock draft. Actually, that's wrong. We have this second, or we have, what pick is this? 16th pick. Okay, so I thought that there was more than one mock draft, or there was only one mock draft out. We did have the #1 overall pick currently, but that corner looks really good. And maybe we trade Elton Jenkins to get that corner, because I think that corner is going to be an absolute franchise corner for a long time. He looks so good. But now we can't worry about that because we got to try and make the playoffs. So I will see you guys at the playoffs. Okay, so we make it to the end of the season and we made the playoffs, the wild card, unfortunately, which means the rest of the AFC must have been really, really good. At least the Colts were. The Colts won the AFC, got the bye week, so we have to unfortunately play in a wild card game, but it's at home, so we won the division by a good margin, and I'm happy because we actually simulated fairly well like we should, and it looks like Dakota Plummer is having back to what he did back in his rookie season. 4,800 yards, 44 touchdowns to 8 interceptions is a phenomenal season, and I'm glad that we paid him. 271 carries, 1,300 yards for J.K. Dobbins, 15 touchdowns. He's having a good career and a good season too. 2 1,000-yard receivers, Pat Fryermuth and Amon-Ra St. Brown. 14 touchdowns for him. Really strange. Jameson Williams, 842 yards, 6 touchdowns. Richard Guyton, 736 and 7 touchdowns. I would like to see Dickey get a little bit more touches, but hey, it is what it is. If Amon-Ra is going to get 84 catches, 1,000 yards, I'll be okay. Especially if it means we win. 2 100-plus tackle seasons. Nick Bolton. I knew that was going to be a good pickup. We had him for a few seasons now, and he's been producing every single season. 114 for Cormonte Lawrence. I got galaxy brain. I knew he was going to be good too, and he really is producing. 87 for Chin. Trent McDuffie at 86. Sack leader was 18.5 for Nick Bosa, 17.5 for Micah Parsons, 11 for Zach Harrison. He's playing really well. Will Anderson Jr. is having a good season. Interception leaders, Trent McDuffie had 4, Lawrence had 3, Chin had 3, Kyer Elam had 3, 2 for Samuels, Hickman, Battle, and Rudolph all had 1. Then we go to the kicking. Nick Hoffman, we don't really care about the kicker. He did okay, though. Kick returns, nobody got any kick return touchdowns or punt return touchdowns. All right, so a solid season. Very solid season for the boys. And now we are playing the Raiders. The Oakland Raiders. And I want to just quickly, before we jump into this game, I want to make sure that that corner is that good. Because he looks so good. He has, his speed could be a little bit better. It's decent to solid, which kind of scares me. But his numbers or his skills are out of this world. A catching, A man coverage, A zone coverage. You barely ever find a corner in a Madden draft class that has A man and A zone. So this dude looks like an absolute utter phenom. I've got to try my best to get up to the top 5 and get this kid because he looks like a stud. But we got to focus on the playoffs. We got to get through the wild card, then the divisional, then hopefully the AFC title game, then hopefully the Super Bowl, then hopefully win the Super Bowl. That's the progression that we're looking for. If we can beat the Raiders, we'll be off to a good start. So let's go play this wild card game, play the moments, see how this team does. I will see you guys in the game.
It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Raiders and the Pats coming up next.
It's a sight that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the New England Patriots. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. Intensity level will be off the charts.
All right, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. It is the wild card game against the Raiders. And I'm going to let the CPU do a little bit of the damage here first. We're up 14-0 in this game, 14-7 now. Come on, boys. Let's get some more points, get some insurance. Big field goal, 17-7. That's a good start. Keep going, keep going. Red alert, and there it is, 24-7, entering the fourth quarter, 24-14. Keep us alive, keep us alive. Raiders got the ball back. Now we got the ball back. It is third down. You know what? I'll jump in. 2 minutes and 4 seconds left. 3rd and 9. It's going to take us to the 2-minute warning, and then we will get our playoff. Hopefully scoring another touchdown. That's the goal. We've got full, well, not full momentum, but basically full momentum. And I like myself a little Dickie Guyton action here. You know how I love my Dickie. I love my Dickie. And there it is. Big play, big catch. They call a timeout, and we scored off of that too. So now with 54 seconds left and counting. Oh, well, that was a big accelerated clock there. Big accelerated clock. 3rd and 1. Fake the handoff to Dobbins. Throw that. That's going to be Dylan Tate with the catch, first down. And that will be the game. We will win 31-14 over the Raiders. The Raiders. And we're moving on to the divisional round of the playoffs. How did the stats look for the boys? Dakota Plummer, the Plumber Man, 26 of 34, 286, and 1 touchdown. Good game. It's 19 carries, 61 yards, 3 touchdowns for Dobbins. He was getting the feed. They put the feed bag on him. 10 catches, 107 yards for Pat Freiermuth. Dickie Guyton, 4 catches, 50 yards, and a touchdown. All right. We don't care about the defense. Who cares? We won, and now we go to the divisional round. I'll see you guys in there.
Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Chiefs and the Patriots, and it's all up next.
It's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New England Patriots. I'm Brandon Gaudin. He's Charles Davis. Full disclosure, we both have mittens. We both have coats on up here in the booth. This one, it's going to be interesting.
I've got the long johns, the socks, the boots, you name it. You know me in cold weather, we don't get along all that well. But these games are always interesting because you never know how it's going to play out. One slip, someone's going for 80 yards, and you could lose a game.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. It is snowy here in Foxborough. Patriots taking on the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes still the quarterback of the Kansas City Chiefs all these years later, but he's going up against the new Tom Brady, the baby goat, Dakota Plummer. 21-0 in the snow in the second half now. We are dominating. 24-0 over the Chiefs. We continue to move forward. Is this the team of destiny? 31-0. 31-7 now. This might very well be the team of destiny. 2nd and 4. We are about to go to the AFC title game. They're playing man 3 deep. in the red zone. I might step up here. Nope, I've got Dickie Guyton, and my main man Dickie is going to score me a touchdown. I love Dickie. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. God, I love Dickie so much. Good throw from Dakota Plummer, the Plumber Man. And we are going to win this game with ease, 38-14, and we are headed back to the AFC title game. Let's do this thing. Andy Reid, you're getting a little long in the tooth, my guy. Time to hang it up. Dakota Plummer, 20 of 36, 325 yards, 3 touchdowns in the game. J.K. Dobbins, 18 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown. Plummer also had a rushing touchdown. 8 catches for 120 and a touchdown for Freiermuth. He is getting a lot of catches. And Richard Guyton, 484, 2 touchdowns. We'll show the defense this time, since I didn't show the defense last time. 8 tackles for Nick Bolton. 3 sacks for Micah Parsons is insane. No interceptions. We didn't pick off Mahomes at all. But we are moving to the AFC title game against who? I don't know. But hopefully it's not snowing, and hopefully we can go to the Super Bowl.
It's time for the AFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Indianapolis. It's the Pats and the Colts, next on EA Sports.
First opened back in 2008, there's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the New England Patriots and the Indianapolis Colts. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is the AFC title game. I got part of my wish. We're playing in a dome, so we're not playing in the snow. And funny enough, we're playing against Trevor Lawrence. He's on the Colts as the starting quarterback. It looks so weird to have him be the quarterback of anybody other than the Jags, but he's the quarterback of the Indianapolis Colts at this point, a rival of the Jags. So he turncoat, went to Indianapolis, thought that was a better spot for him, but it's no better spot than right here in New England. Dakota Plummer, the Plumber Man. Hand that off to Dobbins, and we take the lead. Mwah! Chef's kiss for the offense. And if our defense can step up and we can actually put some more points on the board, 17-7, now it's 17-14. Come on, boys. Let's keep it moving. Keep it moving. There it is. 24-14 is huge. Absolutely huge. Big field goal makes it 27-14. We are into the fourth quarter now. The Colts are running out of time. It is 27-21. And we get the ball again. I think they turned it over. Trevor Lawrence must have turned it over or something, because it's 27-21, and we've got a chance to go to the 2-minute warning. J.K. Dobbins runs through everybody trying to go as far as he can, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Okay. Where do we go with this football now? I think we try to hit Freiermuth here. I think Freiermuth might be open. If I can hit Freiermuth on that cut, he's going to be there. Pat Freiermuth with the first down at the 3. I knew that was going to be there. I just knew it. And it's the Commanders and the Cardinals in the NFC title game. So if we can beat the Colts here, we might have a chance at redemption against our former quarterback, Mac Jones. Second and goal. If we don't get it here, we go quarterback sneak. But who am I kidding? Of course we were going to get it there. J.K. Dobbins. Huge play. We score another touchdown, and they actually scored a touchdown to bring it back within 1. But the New England Patriots are headed back to the Super Bowl to try and get some revenge on the, hopefully it's the Commanders so we can beat them this time. Dakota Plummer, the Plummer Man. 21-36, 287, 1 touchdown, 21 carries, 93 yards, and 2 touchdowns for Dobbins. Another rushing touchdown for Plummer. 7 catches, 83 yards for Jamison Williams. Amon-Ra St. Brown had a touchdown. 15 tackles for Nick Bolton. 2 sacks for Bosa. We picked off Trevor Lawrence once. It was Jordan Battle. And we win 33-28, and we are headed to the Super Bowl. Let's go find out who we are playing.
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Commanders and the Pats, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion New England Patriots taking on the NFC champions, the Washington Commanders. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, and we are back in the Super Bowl, and look who it is. We are playing the Washington Commanders for the 2nd time in 3 seasons in the Super Bowl, but this time I don't think that Mac Jones is the quarterback. I'm not 100% sure if he is or not, and it's 21-14. We're looking pretty good. If we can get another one here at the end of the 3rd quarter, we can. 28-14, and we're going to try and put it in here with 31 seconds to go. But I want to quickly check the game stats here. Who's the quarterback? It is Mac Jones. Okay, the way that the model looked in like the intro stuff, it didn't look like Mac Jones, but it is Mac Jones. We are playing against him. The 2 quarterbacks that were traded for each other. Mac already has a win over us in the Super Bowl a couple of seasons ago. Dakota Plummer tries to step up, and that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. I tried to step up, it wasn't there. 28-14. If we could go up 3 touchdowns on the Commanders in the 4th quarter, I would be living for that. But it's got to happen. Dickie Guyton, touchdown. I love Dickie. Yes, I do. Give me all the Dickie in the world. Wow. Yes, sir. Dakota Plummer, the Plummer Man, with another touchdown. It looks like Mac turned it over. 42-14. We are going to win our first Super Bowl of the series. It only took us 6 seasons, I think, but we are going to win our first Super Bowl, and there it is. The New England Patriots are back on top. Dakota Plummer, Dickie Guyton, and the crew. We are back on top. We got our revenge. We got the monkey off our back. We've beaten the team that shamed us a couple of seasons ago. And we came off that Super Bowl hangover last episode, and we did not have a good year. But we fought back. We drilled it in our minds every day at practice. We said, we're getting back here, and we hope the Commanders are on the other side of that field, and they were. And we smacked their booty cheeks. Yes, sir. Dakota Plummer is a world champion. Yes, he is. And this team is built for a dynasty. The Lombardi Trophy is back where it rightfully belongs, in Foxborough. Yes, it's finally happened, ladies and gentlemen. It has finally happened. So now we can consider this 10-year rebuilding challenge, no matter what else happens, a success. Because we've won a Super Bowl. We've done the job. We've rebuilt the team. We've done our job. But now we look to get greedy. Now we look to build upon it. Mac Jones, he got us. He got one up on us. Now it's 1-1. Now it's 1-1. Mac versus Dakota. They each have 1 win in the Super Bowl against each other. 24 of 32, 303 yards, 5 touchdowns, no picks. Mwah, chef's kiss. What a performance from Dakota Plummer. Is this the new Brady-Manning rivalry? It could be. It really could be. 24 carries, 97 yards, and a touchdown for JK. Amon-Ra had 7 for 107 and a touchdown. Freiermuth had 2 touchdowns. Dickey had 2 touchdowns. Defensively, Nick Bolton had 10 tackles again. Bosa had a sack, and McDuffie was the one to pick off Mac Jones. But your New England Patriots are Super Bowl champions once again, and I could not be happier. Okay, so we go to the offseason now, and this really was the team of destiny. This really was the team that always had it in them, and Dakota Plummer with that great performance is your Super Bowl MVP, 7-time Super Bowl champions, the first one in the post-Brady era. We got there, and we got embarrassed a couple of seasons ago, 31-9. We just got embarrassed last season too, and then we come back and we assert our dominance. Mahomes wins coach of the year, wins MVP. Will Hudson is the coach of the year for the Broncos. Devin Duvernay and Myles Garrett are the offensive defensive players of the year, and Ronald Raffano and Ben Davis are the offensive defensive rookie of the years for this past season. We have negative money. We have very much negative money, and we need to probably trade Elton Jenkins for the first overall pick to draft that corner. Although I don't think he's going to go in the first overall. I guess we could take a look at this mock draft that is going to be right here. So they have the corner going at 5. Our pick is at 18. Do we have 2? Do we have 2 first-round picks? We do. We have our own first-round pick, which is 32. So we have 2 first-round picks. The other one is going to be at 18. We need to use that pick, maybe, to trade up to get this kid right here. He looks so good. And it looks like 3 of the first 4 picks are going to be offensive tackles. That's crazy. That is crazy. But we got to get that corner. No matter what it takes. Any means necessary to get that dude, because he looks legit. But we need to also most likely trade Elton Jenkins, because we're just not going to have... Why is it on the Jets? Oh, that's the trade block. We're just not going to have the money to sign anybody else that I want. So, Elton Jenkins, it looks like your time is up. You're going to be... And we have Eddie Petty, too, to back him up. So, it's not like we need to replace him at all. So, who has the number 1 overall pick? I think it was... I don't remember. Actually, I just looked at it, but I don't... It was the Vikings. All right, so the Vikings don't really need Elton Jenkins. Okay, so that's going to make it a little bit more tough. They don't really need Elton Jenkins. But I'll give them pick 18. That makes them feel a little bit more comfortable. I like that. I'll give them a 3rd-round pick. Ooh, they like that too. And I'll throw in a player. Who do you want? They need a D-tackle. They need a D-tackle. Is there anybody that I'd be willing to give up? Warren Newsome, I would be willing to give up. It would get rid of our depth, but maybe there's a D-tackle in the class that I like. So if Warren Newsome gets it done, then I'll certainly do it. This trade will put your team over the salary cap. Whatever. Not giving up Will Anderson, that's for sure. We have a lot of corners, and we're going to be drafting a corner, so we've got to think about who we give up here. And I think we give up Vernon McCree or William Bussey. Although I want to keep William Bussey because I like his name. Maybe I can get out of here with just... okay, so I can't... It looks like I can't trade a player. If I can just trade draft picks, which isn't a bad thing. A 2nd-round pick. Ooh, we might have found it here. What about if I have so many 3rd-round picks? I didn't realize I had so many 3rd-round picks. Ooh, trade decline. But if I use a higher 3rd-round pick, we should be able to get out of here with the 1st overall pick in the draft. Yes, we can. And we still have pick 32 as well. So that's awesome. We now have the 1st overall pick, which we're going to use to draft that corner. Now we trade Elton Jenkins. See what we can get for him. What kind of offers can we get for Elton Jenkins? We can get Saquon, but we already have Dobbins, so we don't really need Saquon. Cortland Sutton in a 4th and a 6th. J.C. Jackson we could bring back to New England. That's intriguing. Drake London would be kind of cool. Don't really need a wide receiver at this point. There's not really a position that we absolutely desperately need. Derek Stingley would obviously be pretty cool. It says that we need D-tackle, left outside linebacker. I don't think we need those positions because D-tackle, there could be somebody in the draft that I take. I have a lot of picks. Plus, I have Newsome, too. Left outside linebacker, I mean, we play Will Anderson and Micah Parsons in those spots, so we don't really need that. Left guard, I think, is still Cole Strange, and he's just going to stay there. Center, I'd want to see them develop. Left end is Zach Harrison. I do like Zach Harrison, but maybe there's another left end that we could grab. Is there another good left end out there that's kind of fairly cheap that could be good? Look at this dude, Drake Jackson with his skull cap, his little beanie on. What a stud. Greg Rousseau is a 91 overall. I didn't realize he was developing that well. Let's see. George Karlaftis is an 85. Chase Young, obviously, a 99. Let's see. Andrew Matthews. Was he one guy that I was looking at? I can't remember if he was a guy that I was intrigued by or not. John Franklin Myers, Zach Banks, Miles Murphy looks like a stud. He got paid, too. Rashawn Tuck, TJ Hunter. Jermaine Johnson hasn't developed. Dexter Lawrence. Walt Coles, Damian Gills. I want a guy who's got some potential. So let's go to a guy and who's fairly relatively cheap. So let's go to a guy like a Andrew Matthews. Is he cheap? What's his star development? He's got X Factor. Hello, Andrew Matthews. Yes, sir. Don't mind if I do. They might accept this straight up, so maybe I could get something else. What else do they have that I might want? Do they have a D-tackle? What about this Christopher Hatchett guy? What's his deal? He's just got normal. Jay Tufele. Okay, Bilal Nichols and Chuck Forney. Does Chuck Forney have anything good? He's got star. We could use the depth at right end, but I don't know if it's worth it. We could also use a pick, like a second-round pick. And Matthew... Actually, could we use a first-round pick? Well, they wouldn't give us pick 2. No, I didn't realize they had pick 2. Okay. So either they could give us a second, maybe? Yes, they will. Elton Jenkins is going to Philadelphia for an X-Factor pass rusher and a second-round pick. Okay, did we just get better? Did we just get better? I don't care about free agency at this point. We don't really need anybody in free agency. So we now have... Dobbins is now a superstar development player. Dickey's gone down. Okay, I'll fix all that. I'll fix... Dickey should not be a superstar. Jameson should not be star. Amon-Ra's a superstar. JK's gone up to superstar. Defensively, everybody seems to... Anderson moved down. Battle moved down. I'll move them back up. Newsome moved down to star, which is dumb. Pierman ends up having star. But wow, okay. So Zach Harrison, and now we have Matthews as an X Factor. Yes, sir. I'll change all those guys before we go to the next season. So before the next episode. But we don't really need to sign anybody in... we don't really need to sign anybody in free agency. Is there anybody else that we need? We're going to have to pay Andrew Matthews next season. So we're going to have to hope that we have money there. Ooh. I may have forgotten about some players. Okay, nobody here I care about. No. Maybe. Not really. Kinda. Okay, so we're going to have to do a little bit of work because there's a couple guys that I'd like to sign. We're going to have no depth at D-tackle. We are going to have no depth at D-tackle if I can't re-sign these guys. So we're going to have to take a look at player salaries and figure out who's expendable. So Dakota's fine. We just locked him up. Bosa. We may have to move on from Bosa. I don't want to move on from Bosa, though. He's so good. He's so good. Although it would free up because we're going to have to pay Andrew Matthews, and he does the same thing that Bosa does, just at a lesser rate right now because he's a lower overall. Oh, no. We're going to have to pay Jeremy Chin next year, too. We are strapped for cash, ladies and gentlemen. We are strapped for cash. Amon-Ra's going to need a contract. Zach Harrison's going to need... Oh, my God. Next season's going to be so brutal. Look at everybody that's going to be up for contract next year. So many great players are going to be up for a contract. We might have to trade Bosa. We might have to. We're just not going to have the money. We may have to trade Nick Bosa, and that hurts me to say it. I love me some Nick Bosa, Nicholas Bosa. That's not even going to free up that much money. It's not even going to free up that much money. But what do we trade Nick Bosa for? If I'm going to trade Nick Bosa, I want to get something substantial back. We got to get a D tackle. If we're going to trade Nick Bosa, we got to get a D tackle back. So we got to go for like 2 really, really solid D tackles that are under contract. Who's a good D tackle that's under contract? Is this guy? Cole Anderson's only a star development player. Vita Vea, Deron Payne, and Jonathan Allen. Is there a team that has 2 solid D tackles? Man, I don't want to trade Nick Bosa. I really don't. But it's our only option, I think. There's Jordan Davis. Darrell Ware is a star development player. CJ Townsend is normal development. Gervin Dexter is also normal development. BJ Hill, Jalen Carter, Tank McPhee. He's star development. Is there like a superstar D tackle? There's got to be a superstar D tackle, right? Just star. Theo Bankston is X Factor. Okay. Levi Onwuzurike and Matthew Hooker. Matthew Hooker's only normal. But if I could get these guys and maybe a first-round pick, pick 12, that's not enough. That's not enough value for Nick Bosa. It's just not. How about 2 first-round picks in Nick Bosa or in Bankston? We can't consider the offer. It will put us over the salary cap. All right. What does that mean? Who can I get then? Stephon Diggs, Gilbert. I might need to get a tight end, a backup tight end or something. Eric Gilbert, he's got star development as a tight end. Is that going to be able to do the job? Trade decline, that puts us over the salary cap. What does this do? It puts us over the salary cap. So I guess I can't trade Bosa? What about if I do offers? There's no trade. Okay, so I guess Bosa just is untradeable right now, I would assume. That's what I'm getting at here. I just don't think we're going to be able to sign those guys, which is going to suck. That hurts our depth so much. That hurts our depth so much that we lose those guys. Hawkinson's here, Marlon Humphrey, Antonio Gibson. There's Barmore. We just can't afford him. I wish it was like the NBA where we could do like deals to bring him back or something. Can I give him a player-friendly contract? I can't. I just don't have the salary cap to make it happen. We're going to lose those guys. And that hurts because our depth at D tackle is like non-existent now. The offense still looks good, but the defense lost a real good one there. Lost a couple corners. I'm scared now. I'm scared that we can't repeat. But we're going to have to simulate to the draft because I don't have anything else. So I'll see you guys at the draft. All right, we're about to jump into the draft. We've got the number 1 overall pick. We're going to use it to draft that corner, although could trade back. Although he's second on the board. We got to take him. No. I can't risk it. We're taking this dude. Andrew Trainer looks like an absolute beast. Number 1 overall pick, hidden development, 92 excel, 91 agility, 90 speed. He's a 6-foot slot corner out of Iowa State. He looks like a demon. Could he be generational? He very well could be. He very well could be. Now I don't really care until our next pick. So let's go to pick 32. Who else is here? Do I have any favorites? I didn't think so. So what do we need? We need D tackle. Who's the best D tackle available? We may just trade back. I didn't mean to do that. We may just trade back if there's not a D tackle that I like. Josh Rivera. Elite strength. He looks like a good player. I'll trade this pick and take him with our 2nd round pick because we have a pick in a couple of slots anyway. So let's trade this back and get some 1st round picks for next year. Who's offering me 1st round picks? It looks like the Commanders, the Dolphins, Cowboys, Colts, Bears, and Bengals. The Bears are offering me more value, so I'll take that. And we'll take that D tackle with our pick in the second round. All right, let's take him, make the selection. Josh Rivera can come to the squad. Hidden development, 95 strength is crazy. I don't even know what else we need. We could use another tight end. We need to look for another tight end. And maybe another running back. Other than that, maybe another D tackle. So we need to make sure that we have a tight end. Who's the best tight end available? This guy, Chris Higgins, 6'2", out of Auburn. Decent physicals. Doesn't look that great, though. What about this guy? Mello Sampson. Elite jumping, great speed. He's a good physical guy. He doesn't look horrible. There's a few options down here. I like Mello Sampson, though. There's not really another D tackle that I like. So let's trade these picks back. Let's trade these picks. I probably would prefer 2029s. The Commanders will still give me a first. I can't say no to that. Can't say no to that. And now I think we should draft that tight end. Let's just draft Mello Sampson here. Might as well. He's normal development, 85 acceleration, 86 speed. Maybe he turns into something, maybe he doesn't. I don't know. But having another tight end really is going to be helpful. Next pick. Maybe we look for a linebacker. That'd be the only other position that we could use. So Trevor Stockton's here at left outside linebacker. He's a speed rusher. Doesn't look amazing. Pretty average, actually. What about other positions? Who's this guy? Matthias Long. Good athlete. Looks pretty good. We could take him. He looks to be the best one that I see, so let's take Matthias Long. He's only normal development, 91 Excel, though. We're kind of missing here. We're kind of missing with some picks. I think the next thing we're going to do is just trade the rest of these picks. I don't think I'm going to draft any more guys, so I'll see you guys at the draft recap. Okay, draft recap. Andrew Trainer is a 79 overall, so he's not a generational corner, but he's still one of the better corners in the class. Maybe the best corner in the class. 74 for Josh Rivera, 73 for Mello Sampson, which is awesome, even though he doesn't have hidden development. And then Matthias Long's a 70, so I feel like we did pretty good. I feel like we did pretty good in the draft, got some positions of need. The best player in the class ends up being Trainer. So we got the best player in the class. I'm happy by that. I am very happy by that. I'm hoping he has X Factor. He probably won't. He'll probably have star or superstar. But I'm hoping he has X Factor. But that's going to do it for this episode. Next episode will be the start of Season 7. And the whole season wrapped up like it always is. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.